if a new coach, right, they're trying to maybe have their first online course or their first online offer, because we all start with a one-on-one sessions or maybe a package session, what would be like a good packing strategy for them that will help them grow their business? Like, how can they package their course?
It's a good question, Marsilda. And I like that you mentioned about the one-on-one sessions. You know, one-on-one sessions are good, but it's not a business when you do one-on-one sessions, because it's not scalable, right? Because you only have so many number of hours a day.
True.
And if you model your business around how many hours a day you have, it means you're trading dollar per hour. At some point you run out of hours, yet there are more people in the world to help. So you want to have your courses recorded and online. Please start with small sections, all right? So these are people who will come into your email list because you offer them something for free. It could be a checklist, it could be tips on how to do whatever it is, that it is that you do. All right, they come into your world, you have their email list. Then you start to send them emails once a week, twice a week, nothing more than that. When you do it every day, they subscribe off your list and you lose them. And we learn the hard way. So I'm talking to you about this. Take a shortcut from me. I did that every day. A lot of people unsubscribe from my list and understood, no, don't message people all the time. Nobody cares that you're a salesperson. They just want you to give them a little information in small doses, okay? Small doses, and just communicate, don't sell. Communicate and tell stories, don't sell. That's how you nurture them. A series of, say, 3, 4, 5, maximum 7 emails, and you can space them out 3-4 days apart. Okay, so that's a good, reasonable number, all right? Then at the end of that, you now start introducing what it is you want them to buy. And that what it is you want them to buy is a small program, a small version of your program. So a starter part of it, okay, to introduce them into the intricacies of what you do, just little by little. People don't like to be overwhelmed. Remember, too much information gets people to become really, really overwhelmed and they don't act. So a small program that you can offer for under $100, that's the next offer you give it to them, and you explain to them on the emails, but you also do this on social media, either organically or using paid ads. Paid ads can be expensive until you know what you're really doing. Don't go the paid ads direction, and even if you go through the paid ads direction, at the end of it, you want to work with both organic and paid traffic. So go slowly, pace yourself, don't burn too much of your money. In the media space, in the social media space, you need a lot of money. You need money for the platforms. You need money for sometimes coaches. You need money to buy other people's templates to add onto your programs. So don't go burning money on ads just yet, okay? Offer something small, under $100, package it, put it on a portal, start promoting it on social media, maybe launch it and do a soft launch by, going live on Facebook, doing videos, putting on YouTube. And Marsilda here can help you with that. She's an expert there. I'm not. Don't come to me for YouTube optimization and things like that. I'm not. Okay. Once that is done, now people start to trust you. Remember, you first give them a tip, okay, on a free checklist. Then they give you the email address. So they select you a little bit. They give you the email address. That's a little bit of trust. Then they think, she's been sending me emails 7 times. Okay, wonderful. Now I'm thinking, it's less than $40. I'm going to buy this small program of hers. I'll see it. I like her content. So you're building that know, like, and trust factor. Okay? Once they start listening to you on a program that they've actually paid for, then now you're building a lot more trust with this customer. They're willing to go the next level, either a $200, $300 product, and you can go beyond that. Because what happens is, the more people get to know you, they like you, the more they trust you, not just with themselves, but they trust you with their wallets. That's the bottom line. They're getting something and you're getting something, win-win relationship, okay? So 3 things. Give a freebie, build your mailing list, then nurture that mailing list, then start to sell small and grow from small to mid-size and to the larger ultimate program that you want.
I love it. And it's so important what you said, the whole organic, right? We as a company ourselves, we don't do a lot of paid ads because we're still in the stage of trying to grow organic. And like you said, because you still use the money. It's not that I'm not using any marketing budget, but I don't want most of my money to be on paid ads where I can try to do as much as I can organic. First of all, we're telling others that you can do something like this as well and it works. But second of all, you are focusing more on spending any money or maybe working on value add, right? Like sending them emails or making sure you have good content on YouTube, that will pay off long term. And then once they understand you, you already have nurtured them organically, you didn't have to pay anything. Then yes, you have more experience to build that course, that all you have to do is like build a really good sales funnel, like similar to what you said, and then you just run ads that is paying for that course. But now you already have an audience that you can potentially start selling to, because you already have nurtured them organically. And on top of that, you'll have the people that come with the ads, right? So you want to always like start organically, and this way you will also learn what your audience wants. What are the questions they're asking in the comments? What are the comments that they're putting? Are they engaging? They're not engaging. If they're not engaging, then maybe that's not the right content with them. You need something that is dedicated to their struggles. Like, what problems are you solving for them? So as long as you understand this, it will be easy for you to build that course that will sell.
And it's interesting that you say that, Marsilda, because sometimes you think that I'm going to do this because this is what I'm good at. But you realize that people ask you questions based on what they actually want. They like you, they hear what you're saying, but that's not what they want, and they ask you other questions. I started off as a coach helping professional people rise up the corporate ladder. The more I coached, by the third, fourth year, as people got comfortable with me, they started with me on one program, then they came back to another program, then they came back for something else. I started to hear, I want to leave my job. Seraphine, I'm tired of it. Seraphine, I'm tired of this. Seraphine, this doesn't work for me. Seraphine, I need time to myself. And then I realized what they're looking for is a way to get out of the corporate sector. You know, they can rise wonderful, and I coach high net worth professionals. But what they really want is to get out of that sector. I want to do what you're doing. I want to work on my own terms with people I like. I want to choose the people I work with.
That's a big factor. Like, I want to choose the people I want to work with, because not everybody in corporate, you have to be nice with, even the people are super rude at you. I mean, it's the truth. But when you're in your own business, if something's not working, you're like, sorry, I have to let you go. You know, hopefully you find another client that can, you know, deal with your trauma, I guess. But
yes, and look, engaging clients, finding clients, and being able to convert potential clients into actual clients is just as important as firing clients. At some point, you need to fire clients, and I know this goes across the grain of all marketing conventions, where it says client is king. No, client is not always king. Especially as a coach, you find that every so often, if the chemistry between you and that client is not right, and usually if you're going to do a good coaching program, it's going to be long-term meaning 12 weeks and above, for you to have real lasting impact. You need to have a really good understanding between you and that person. If it's not good, don't take on that client. If you do, at some point you need to fire that client. As you go along, you find that you get better at vetting the kind of clients you work with. You have clear rules of engagement of how you work, and those need to be firm enough so that anybody knows exactly who you are, what you offer, and most importantly, your modus operandi. So that if they like, they sign. If they don't like,
and it'll be less headache for you in the long run, because you know, if something's not working, like relationship wise, let's say the client might be too needy, like they're asking for the world, but their budget's not the world, right? Like their budget's very small, but they're asking for so much, right? And even though you have certain expectations, and you've told them, okay, this is what I will do for this budget or the offer, the package. And if you see that the client is not understanding that, that's not like a good bond. So eventually what will happen is, A, the client might leave a bad review and maybe leave you at the end of the day, which will damage probably your business. B, you'll be overwhelmed. You'll be full of stress. You won't enjoy anymore basically what you do. Like, you won't enjoy it. So you want to, like, if anything, sometimes the money is not worth it. You should come up front and be like, thank you so much for your business. I really have enjoyed working with you. But at this point, at this stage, I don't think I'm the right fit for you, right? So maybe point them even in a different direction. But at the end of the day, like, there's an intuition. Always I tell people, trust your intuition. There's something on the back of your head say like, this sounds, like you might not enjoy this client, or you might not enjoy this relationship. trust your intuition. Like you'll save so much of your trouble, your time, your stress, your mental stability in a way if you just trust your intuition. That's such an important factor with whoever you work, even if you are actually the client and you're trying to hire a coach. Always trust your intuition. Thank you so much, Seraphine. Like, I really, really appreciate for all the value, and I know there's so much more to talk, and maybe hopefully we'll have you again in our show. But for the audience, any questions you have around the coaching business, or if it's even marketing related or business related, like definitely leave a comment in the YouTube section below so me or Seraphine can reply to you, help you in a certain way, or maybe even make a video about it. So definitely don't hesitate to reach out. And for any information that you want to reach out to Seraphine, I'll put her contact details below, so you can definitely introduce yourself or reach out to her for any type of questions. Thank you so much, and stay tuned for the next video.